So if you are a leader and you've got a team already and you have listened to the circle training already, this Zoom for you will be now the Zoom where you maybe write down how I speak it, because you are here now to learn to do it with your teams. That's what we also want with the duplication, that you're able to do it. So the new people are looking now with the eye of a pupil, let's say, in the way that it's completely new for them. And the people who are longer with us here, please also look with the eye also of a pupil, but know that the other eye is already the teacher, because you will be the one that also then teaches or forwards this information to your team. Yeah. The circle training is easy, and we've got a very, very good tool for the circle training. And you can really also read it if you know where to find the tool, and if you know how to go through this tool, then there is no doubt that you all can do it with your own teams. And that, of course, is our aim. So for the new people now, you hear it further, you just listen it for the first time. But please, in Life Plus University, always sit down with a pen and a paper. So if you haven't got a pen and a paper now, fetch one. Yeah, just not only listen, the speaking word gets lost. Yeah, the speaking word gets lost, but the written word doesn't get lost. And I told you, when we now started the Zoom, and now at 11 we were speaking, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. We are learning to be a professional networker here. And normal professions here, for example, in Germany, they need to be learned 3 years. My son, as a carpenter, he has got 3 years to learn how to be a carpenter before he can build chairs or tables or doors or whatever. So take this time. Life Plus is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Take 3 to 5 years to build it, because it will put food on your table for the next 10, 20, 30 years. How can we think that we can build this financial stability we will enjoy the next 10, 20, 30 years, that we can build it in 1, 2, 3 days or whatever, or weeks or months? Yeah, so please have that clear in your mind. You're here to learn a new profession. Give yourself 3 years at least. So now, this circle training we do today is the first training everybody has to receive when they have taken a decision. Yes, I want to work Life Plus. Okay, that's your decision. If you want to work Life Plus, then you need a circle training. And the circle training is a training Life Plus provides to us. It's a training that we can find on the website. It's a training that it is offered to us in more languages, because, for example, you need it in more languages. I know, for example, that here are people, for example, Clara Omorisiua, that you speak English, but you live in a Spanish-speaking country. So you might need the circle training once in English for your new people, but one day also in Spanish for your new people. And this is what you can find on the website of Life Plus. I will share my screen. Wait a second. Give me a second. Okay, so let me go here, and let's now go on the Life Plus website to look for it. So that means this is the door in front. You stand in front of this door, and now you have to choose the country to be able, to choose the country to be able to go in. For example, United States, I'm choosing now here, United Kingdom. You can see if I want to choose the country, I click on here, and then you can see all the countries we are working in. Life Plus is working in here. You can always find, if you don't know, is Life Plus working in Bulgaria? Then just look here, and then you can see Bulgaria, and then you know we are working in this. So let's choose United Kingdom. Yeah, we want everything in English today, so very good. Now you know that we have got this login area to be able to access, let's say, this associate area. The other areas we can access without logging in, but here we need our login. So you click on login, you log in the website, your website, your account, let's say. And now we can go to the associate area. We go on marketing materials. We go on business tools. No, we go on, we go on business tools. We go on marketing resources. Yeah, and then if we're on marketing resources, we see here the literature. We click on literature. Yeah, you can, if you want, make a screenshot from these steps, or you should write these steps down. Otherwise, the next time you are not able to find it. And I told you here, you're looking now with two eyes, with the eye of the pupil, but also with the eye of a teacher. You will teach it to your downline. So please write the steps down, how to find it, and then you scroll. And I always say, after these nice berries, here it is. So the global training system, it is called. And the global training system exists in various languages, in German, in French, and Spanish. Yeah, it is an international tool from our company Life Plus. You can now click on download, and now a PDF opens, and we are in front of this circle training, or the global training system. Just take some time. Now, okay, so now we see the first page, Life Plus Global Training System. Here you see the word start, and then you see these things. So name. First of all, if you can print it out, of course, or your downline wants to print it out in the next training you have with them, they can have it physically in front of them. So you would write your name, of course, here, yeah? And then here we have the PIN number. Now, if I do that with my people, some of them know their PIN number, some of them don't know their PIN number. So what do I say? If somebody doesn't know the PIN number, I say, don't worry, look, because, you know, we have got a tool called lifeplus.com, golpi.com. We've got a tool called Golpi, and in the Golpi, I can look up your PIN number. That means that I can then here, as the upline, I'm the supporter, I know that I can help with a Golpi and find the PIN number. So then we write in the PIN number of you, yeah, and then I ask, who's your sponsor, for example, yeah, and that is something I can again take the Golpi, or who's your upline diamond. What does that mean here? I show to the people who I do the training with their family. You need to know here in Life Plus, who's your sponsor. So you put down the name of the person that brought you directly into the business, that is your sponsor. You also even put down the PIN number, because for opening up a Golpi or opening up a personalized website, you need the sponsor PIN also sometimes, yeah? And the sponsor, you know, I always compare with the mother or the father. So you should know who your mother and who your father is here, and you should have the PIN number, and of course be in contact with this person per telephone. And now the next question is, who is your upline diamond? That would mean that is the question for your ancestors. Who is your upline? Upline, let's say great-great-great-grandmother or great-great-great-grandfather here. And then it is either, for example, Priscilla or Clara. And then you just write down the names, because here in this team, we've got two diamonds, who is Priscilla and Clara, and make sure that you know that you know the names, and that you're also connected. In a family, we all have to be connected. Yeah, because we all support each other here. We're a supporter network. But if you don't know who could support you, if you don't know the ancestors in your family tree, then you will not get the according help. So make sure that you know that. And for this, you can, of course, you will speak to your sponsor, the person that brought you in. And if you're now already a sponsor and you're working this with your downline, then of course you can here again, then take the show also the Golpi. Yeah, this is I always take the, let's say, advantage to also show my Golpi here and say, for example, let's take Mary now. I would work that with Mary and I would say, Mary, do you know your PIN number? And Mary says, oh no, I don't know my PIN number. Then I could look for the PIN number of Mary, because you know that here, if we go into our Golpi, then we can have a look for the PIN numbers of the people. And how do we do that? Here, for example, now you can see my own name here, Regine Kraft, and then I just have to go into this, on this little square here. Please let the people in. On this little square here, and if I click on it, then you can see my name and where I live, and you can also see my PIN number. And that is, of course, now how I can help the person to say, look, I can find you in my Golpi. I'm your upline. I'm already longer with Life Plus. Of course, I have a Golpi and I can look it up. So Mary, your PIN number would be 1234. Okay. And then I ask her, do you know your upline diamond? And then maybe Mary doesn't know her upline diamond yet. And then I will look in which team Mary is. And then I would tell her who her upline diamond is. So that's why the first page, although it is, you know, maybe you think, oh, it's ridiculous, is not ridiculous at all. It is a very important page because you make clear to the people that they know their supporters, yeah, their upline, the supporters, let's say in life, it is our mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and so on, our ancestors who are there to teach us because they've got more experience. That's why I love to compare Life Plus always with families. Because in real life, it is also that the knowledge is duplicated from the ancestors downwards. And you now, if you, for example, have got children, you are duplicating your knowledge. Yeah, you're giving the information, you're passing the information on to your children, and you're teaching, you are the teachers of your children as parents. And that's the same what we do here. But of course, your children know that you are the mother or the father. And of course, your children know who's the granny and who are their ancestors, because you teach them. So the same you have to do here. It is very, very important. We would not have so many orphans in our team, which we have, yeah, because they don't know who their ancestors is, and maybe the mother or the father is not active anymore, and they don't know where to get help. So please take this page very, very serious. Yeah. Now, the second page is our training wheel. And you know what? If you now have a new person and you think, oh, I cannot do the circle training. Yes, you can, because you just have to read it. Okay, that's what I did at the beginning. I just read it. Yeah. So the training wheel. This wheel, this training, I do with a person who wants to work with me. I don't do that with a product user. If somebody just wants to use a product, that would not be the training I would give to the person. But to somebody who wants to work with us, that is what they need. So, of course, I've asked that before. Do you really want to work with us? Do you want to duplicate? Do you want to be a professional networker? And if they say yes here, then it is time for this training. This simple wheel should give you an idea of a few first steps you can take as you look to make your start. Yeah, so including how you might get in touch and how to start the key conversations, and some practical ways. I just wanted to let the people in. And some practical ways to potentially develop a contact into a positive business connection. Look, that is a very important part. What they want to tell us here is that we learn here how to talk to people. We learn here how to make contacts, first of all, yeah, how to get in touch with people, and how to start the key conversation with the people. And then how to develop, yeah, a positive business connection, because that's also what we need. We need a positive business connection here. That means People have to feel good here. They have to like what they do. If we don't like what we do here, and if we don't feel good, we're not motivated. So that is something we learn in this training. Now, if we have a look at this circle, the first thing we can see is this sentence below. First thing we see is this big Y in the middle. Yeah, this Y in the middle, and then to the Y in the middle, there's this sentence. What we do here is we should discover the people's why, the people's aspirations and goals, and then offer support in getting there. That is the basic sentence, the key sentence of our work. As we are no salespeople here, we are not selling products. What do we do then here? We find out why people would love to change their lives. What do they want to achieve in life? What changes do they need? Changes in their health, changes in their perspectives. And that is what we are then offering to them. Okay? That is also something very important to understand. We are not selling products. That's why you don't have to be a a professional. We are helping people. We are like coaches here, like mentors. We are helping people to move on in their lives. And that's why we have to have a certain relationship with them. We need to know about their compelling why, what do they want to change in their lives, and why are they here? And that is what you have to ask them. Why are you here, Mary? Why are you here, Charity? Why are you here, Delphine? Yeah, ask yourself why you are here, and then you can also help the people to find their whys. Yeah, okay. Now you can see in this circle here the word start, and then if you go here, the sentence without company details. You will think, why is that this way? Why should without company details? You know, salespeople always want to give details about the products and the company and Life Plus and the product and the daily, but it's not about the company. It is about you. The people are following you. In the end, we can say we are in an attraction marketing. Yeah, the people will follow and come into this business because of you. They are following you. And that's why the question is, why do we always want to speak about the products and the company? They're our vehicle. Yes, I will show it to them. But the first contact is not about that. The first contact is about you. And that is what Life Plus wants to explain to us here. So now you can see the start. And let's take this as a cake. Okay, this is a cake. And this cake has pieces. Let's talk about the first piece of cake here. The first piece of cake is called making contacts. How do I share the opportunity? Not how do I speak about Life Plus and how do I speak about a daily or the products. It is how do I share the opportunity? And to whom do I share the opportunity? And now if we go on the second side, you can see to this first piece of cake called making contacts that Life Plus wrote something here. So they wrote, start by building a list of who you know. So that is our contact list, isn't it? Start by building a list, writing names down on a paper of people you know. Think about who might be interested in the opportunity you can share here. Yeah. So do that. First step. And do that with your people. If you are a leader here and you've got new people that ordered a daily and that want to work with you, you should not leave them alone. Your business relationship is starting now, and you are their coach, you're their teacher. That means you have to call them and say, hello, patients, you're new in my team. I know you want to build the business. Let's start and work together. We need to do a circle training. now the first step is I explain it to you. Please have a paper and pen there, because now you will have to write down and build a list of people you know. Okay? And then we can help patients to write people down, because maybe she will say, oh, I don't know anybody. And then you tell her, okay, why don't you think about, for example, who do you know? Maybe, for example, you bring your children to school and here, there, you know some mummies and you have spoken to them, or you are part of a gym or a sports club and you can talk to the people there. Or maybe even where you work, you can speak to the people at your work, tell them, look, I've got a super opportunity. I'm building a home-based business. Would you like to know about that? Or nowadays, maybe now with a virus, you cannot mix so much with people, but you know, we have got the social media. We have got, let's say, our online versions to that. First of all, I would then also with patients open up her mobile phone and then go from A to Z and have a look how many names has she got in the contact list of her mobile phone, and then speak about people she can write down on her paper. Or I would teach or tell her that open the Facebook and see how many contacts you've got in Facebook or in Instagram, or yeah, if she has. I'm asking these things because my new person, I want to know my new person. I want to know how she functions. Where is she limiting herself? Because, you know, a coach, a trainer is always keen on making people better, to help their people to involve. If I'm a football trainer, I'm keen on making my people better in my football club. And then I need to know, where are their limits? What is maybe, where are their struggles? And if I find out the struggles, then we can work on them. For example, I know that one boy cannot pass the ball very well. Well, then I trained passing the ball with him, and then he will get better. That is what we are doing here together. So sit down with your people and write the contact list together with them. You can do that by Zoom. Yeah. So, and now help them to overcome their limits. Oh, I don't know anybody. Help them to overcome and tell them they should not be afraid to leave their comfort zone. We do everything with a good tummy feeling here. Yeah, because it is also important that we all have fun here and that we don't, you know, pressure and stress and whatever we do it. Yeah, so always be warm and friendly, never pushy. You will enjoy it more. Very important. So that is what Life Plus helped us now to see here in the first piece of cake. We help people to see how much contacts they have. We overcome the limits together with them. And now it is about, if I make a contact, is about listening and asking questions. And here, the people who know me already know what will come now. I always say, God gave us 2 ears and just 1 mouth. That means we should listen much more at the beginning and use our mouth only to ask the right questions. Active professional listening, where my attention is completely with the other person that I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm not disrespectful looking in my mobile phone or taking other calls. No, I have got a good mindset. That means my attention is 100% with the person with me, and now I concentrate on this person, and I also listen attentively to what the person says, and I ask the right question. That is important. Yeah. So that is also what we do now. Imagine now I was working with patients, and patients, we made the contacts and so on. And I now help patients to do the contacts. Let's have a look. Let's go to the second one now also. Yeah. So now we were contacting people. That means the dialogue is the key. Yeah. First of all, patients knew that listening is very important and asking the right question. So as we maybe do the first contacts together, I'm here to help her, yeah, and asking questions, showing interest in the person that wants to work with us. Here we can also find out the why of the person. Okay, so this is something I explain. Imagine you would now speak tomorrow to somebody new. You know now, okay, you have to listen more than you speak. Maybe you more concentrate on asking good questions. And a good question is not superficial. A good question is if you dig deeper. Yeah, if you ask more, you know, if somebody says, yeah, I want to earn money, but then it's also about why do you want to earn money? How do you want to earn money? So we always have to dig a little bit deeper, okay? And so now we know that listening is important, asking the right questions is important, that we are completely with the other person, we are not distracted, yeah? And once the other person is asking me, for example, now, what are you doing, Regina? Now it is time for me to speak. Here now the dialogue kicks in, and now I tell my own story and how I have found a good solution for myself, okay? I'm not speaking about the daily, I'm not speaking about Life Plus, yet I'm speaking about me. Just to now have an example, I would meet Charity for the first time. Charity doesn't know anything. And now we would speak. And I asked Charity, how are you? Who are you? Where do you live? Have you got children? And we just speak. And she tells me about her life. And I'm listening, asking questions and listening. And then Charity will ask me, and you, Regina, how are you? And then I will tell, yes, look, I'm a mom of 3 children. Then I speak. If she asks me, then I speak. And now my story. And you all know my story because I'm always telling my stories on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday evening. And then I say, yeah, look, I'm a mom of 3 children. I used to live in Spain, blah, blah. And I'm so happy, you know, because I really found a great solution for me, especially now in Corona times. I started a second business. I do it from home, from the comfort of my home, blah, blah. And now I tell my story. Okay. And my story must be so interesting and must make Charity so curious that Charity will ask me, but Regina, what is that? What, you're working from home, no risk at all, but are you selling things? What is that? And then I can tell her, look, I can identify referral marketing as an opportunity that helped me to achieve my goals because I helped others to achieve their goals. Yeah, so I explained Charity, look, it's really a cool system because I'm leading now my dream life. You know, I've got a residual passive income and I work from home. That's all what I wanted. I'm so happy, and everything is based on helping other people to do the same. And with this sentence, to help to other people to do the same, Charity knows that, oh, it might also be something for her. She could also do it. And then she can ask me, can I also do it? And I said, yes, you're highly welcome. Everybody can do it. You just have to be 18 years old and live in one of these 60 countries, and then you can do it. And then we go on. Okay, then we go on. Let's see the next piece of cake. But did you see that I haven't spoken about Life Plus yet? We spoke about her life, and then we spoke about my life, and my story was just showing her that I have got something for her. I would have a solution for her and her life. Yeah, because of course before I listened, and if she says, oh, you know, I need money or I need health, I can of course according to that also adapt my story. Now the next one here, explaining the principles. Let's have a look what Life Plus is writing here on the next side. Okay, explain principle. That means I would then ask Charity, do you know what referral marketing is? Yeah. And then she says, is that this kind of selling scam type scheme, whatever? And then I say, no, luckily not, Charity. You know, that's why I'm here. If I would have to sell products, I would not be the right person. But what we do here is we help other people to fulfill their goals. And I know that I'm a good supporter. I'm a good coach and supporter. And that's why I'm here. Yeah. So I make sure that I don't sell anything. I said, look, the referral marketing doesn't mean that we have to sell here. And now I can explain the referral marketing to her. If you cannot explain it yet because you're new, what would you do then? Well, you just invite the people on our call tonight at 9. You can say, I'm very new here. I'm super excited, but because come tonight on board. We have got such a good team, such a good supporter team. Come on call tonight. You will see several people there, and there it will be explained to you, and I'm there too. I will listen again to figure out more, and you will learn now what it is about, because they can explain it better, because here people with more and longer years of experience share their stories. So that's what you can do. You just have to invite them to our Zooms, and in English we do that Monday, Wednesday and Friday evening at 9 o'clock. So that is how you would act, yeah? And then you would not even have to explain that if you cannot do that yet. If you cannot do that yet, of course, explain it yourself, okay? And then, of course, take a moment to emphasize the benefits. The low risk, there's no risk. Why is there no risk? Do you know? Because we don't invest. We are a consumer network where we invest into our own consumption. That means I only have got the product at home I use. I haven't got anything at home that I would have got probably to sell. Flexibility. What would you know about flexibility? Well, I can work from where I want, with whom I want, at the day of the time I want. I can, build it around our busy lives, family and working and whatever. Yeah, I can just include it into my already busy life, because it's a very flexible business model. What else comes up if I hear flexibility? Wow, I can even take it from one country to the other, because you remember my story. I started it in Spain and I wanted to move back to Germany. And I could just take the business with me, because one telephone call to Life Plus telling, hello, Life Plus, I now live in Germany. Please send the amount of money to this new German bank account now and send the products to this address now. That's it. That is how I moved with my business from one country to the other country. You know that a lot of other network marketing companies don't have that. Yeah, I don't want to mention names here, but there are network companies where you cannot move with your business. You have to leave your team in the country you have started. That would have meant for me that I would have had, you know that I worked 10 years. After 10 years, I would have had to leave my Spanish team in Spain, give it to their somebody. I had to give it to somebody, and I would have to start I would have to start my business in Germany from new again, from scratch. Imagine that. Why would I choose such kind of company? Here, with one phone call, I can work from wherever I want, and that is, of course, flexible. That means that we don't have any geographical limits. So the great potential rewards. What does that mean? That, of course, it is a very potent business. If I understand that I'm not a product seller, that I'm not selling Life Plus and not their products, that I am here duplicating, because I help other people to live their dream lives, because I help people to feel their why and to give them an absolute risk-free and flexible business opportunity. And through duplication, through helping other people, I will hit my goal and they will hit their goal. That is something we should speak about. And of course, that it also, because people say, I have no time, I'm too busy. Well, it fits in everybody's lives, in anybody's lives, because I could call my sister on Sunday at 12 o'clock at night and inspire her to join and do the business with me. And that's what I did. That's how I started, with my sister. I didn't have to be Monday between 8 and 4 o'clock because that are the normal office hours, yeah? But you have to stick to normal office hours if you sell products, but not here. You know, here I can just talk with anybody whenever I've got time. And then, of course, I go straight. Oh yeah, here no. Then I explained that, of course, the difference here is that the goods come straight from the manufacturer. So that means a direct relationship between the customer and the producer, which is here Life Plus, and everybody enjoys one price, the same price. That also means that we have no direct selling things going on everywhere. Companies work with discounts. Any kind of discount given by companies are classifying them to be a direct sales system, okay? But we don't have that. There's one price for everybody here, and we can explain that to the people. So now the first half of the cake is done. We have, what did we have? What have we had? A very nice conversation. Yeah, that means I spoke with Charity in a nice way. I know more about her, where she lives, how many children she has, blah, blah, how she feels. Yeah, just because we spoke. And then I also told Charity something about me. I told my own story and what I'm working. And with the way I was presenting it to her, I also let her know that she can join here and be part if she wants, if she also has a why, and that I will offer the support to her getting there, that we're a supporter network. Okay, so now if Charity now asks me, hey Regina, but what are you talking about? How is your company? How's the name of your company? Of course I tell her the name. It's not that I'm hiding it, yeah? But first of all, I'm not selling the company. I am talking to her as person, Regina, and I want to know something about Charity. And that is how we start every conversation. Now, if she really says, okay, I'm really curious, and by the way, I also want more health now in COVID times, we really need good health. Maybe you remember Lillian in our last call, how she spoke that she has corona and she doesn't really feel it. You know, we need a good immune system. And it was amazing to see her, how she was sitting there. She couldn't even see that she was ill. She looked amazingly good. Yeah, so things about, we just speak. And now I could tell Charity, look, we've got these good health products, and now I show her. Now we move on with positive, if she's positive, with more details to the company. I would show her the products, the catalog, maybe the website, whatever, and I will give her a recommendation. I will say, you know what, Charity, everybody here starts with a daily, because the daily is so full of everything. You know, it has got all the minerals and all the vitamins your body needs every single day. If you take 2 scoops, and for your children, just give them 1. And it has also got the fibers you need, and also the probiotic blend, the probiotic beneficial bacteria, which is like the fertilizer for your colon. That is the best you can do for your overall health. It's our nutritional powerhouse. You should not miss it. It's something you should always start with. Yeah. So then she says, yeah, anything else? I can say, yeah, look, we have the daily, the Pro Antinols, and the Omega Gold, which are our 3 basic products. I don't know if it's too much money for you, but if it's too much money for all 3 of them, why don't you just start with the daily? And we figure out how much money she's got and what she can invest into her health and her business now. Or maybe Charity would be, for example, very, very bad in her digestion. I could speak about our colon cleansing program of 16 days. Maybe she wants to start with that. Or Charity would be terribly overweight and wants to lose weight. Then I can speak about the metabolic reset with her. These would be more or less the 3 programs we can here, let's say, recommend to people to start. That is all you have to know at the beginning about products. You don't have to know more because you're not a product seller. You will then learn from your upline, of course, from your sponsor, to speak about these 3 programs, because we will teach that also. Okay, so now Charity ordered her product, she's got a PIN number, and now I explained to her, look, Charity, I need to know a little bit which priority has got Life Plus in your life. Do you want to be an A partner, somebody who comes on board every day and really wants to give it a go and really kick it off and work for your dreams? And because, you know, then I would call you every day. We will really work together. You make your contact list and write your story, and then we will kick it off. Yeah. Or Charity, or are you more Charity, the person who says, I'll try the product, and then once in a while I will do a recommendation to a person, then you would be a so-called B partner? Or are you a C partner? Like, for example, my mother is since 10 years, she only enjoys the products. That means I don't teach her this because she just she's a client, but that is absolutely okay. And sometimes my clients, I inform about new things going on. For example, we've got a new product now called the Zinc Boost. I will tell my mom, look, there is a Zinc Boost, and you know, my mom is elderly and I know she can suck it. So of course I order it for her. Yeah. Okay. So that is what I do with the people who are only customers, which are the C, let's say, people. The B people who once in a while want to recommend but take it slowly, then of course they also get maybe 50% of my attention. I don't want to be pushy, I don't want to push them anyway, but I will not forget them in my files. They are there and I always are in a contact with them. And my A partners, the one that really want to kick it off, yeah, then of course get more attention and more support from my side, because they want to really go for it. And that's what we do here. And then of course I offer the working methods, I tell how we work, and for example, that you have a file about Life Plus, please. Yeah. And we have got these different files with the customers and the people who work with us, and the people who have interrupted maybe, and the people, my contact list, and so on, everything. Yeah. Okay, I will answer your questions and we will discuss the next steps. And then I also informed that we have got different meetings. That's what I did this morning. I said, look, what is going on today? 7 o'clock is the French business presentation. So now everybody of the 66 people now here in the call can think, who do I know who speaks French and would like to have a look what I'm doing? And then you can already make a contact. And at 9 o'clock in the evening, we've got the business presentation in English. And now you can all think about, who do I know who speaks English? And I would like them to invite them here. Can you now feel, if you do it exactly this way, that you don't have to convince anybody, and that you also this way really avoid no's, and you avoid also people coming on board for 1 month and then stopping again because they could not, let's say, see the whole lifestyle and the whole offer we've got here. If you do it this way, it may be take a little bit longer. That depends, but it just depends on the amount of contacts you do a day, by the way. Yeah, but you will not be, you know, because I always listen for people to say, oh, I don't know how to convince anybody. Why convince? And to convince about what? I don't convince, I inspire. I have a good manner of conversation. I've got a very nice, not pushy way of talking to people. And now we can build a positive business connection. And we have a nice conversation going on here. And if you do that, and if you practice that, maybe you're not used to, and everybody who still has in mind that this is about selling the products should shift now, please shift your mindset. What we are doing here is we're inspiring people for more health, more money, more friendship, more network. And you know, the power of nature, the engine of nature is network. The bee flying to the flower, and the pollen and takes the pollen to the other one and takes pollen and takes it to the other flower. That is the power of network. The ants, these little animals working all together. What a power. That's why they are all so powerful. And that's the same what we do here. We're looking for like-minded people who have a compelling why to change something in their lives, and took this why also the right attitude to take the right actions here. And that's why I'm repeating myself so much. You're not in a sales network here. If you try to sell products, you will get frustrated. I want to avoid this frustration. I want you to understand that you're acting like parents here. You're inspiring other people, and then you let the information flow to them. That means you are teaching them. And if you're not teaching them personally, then your upline does it, or now I do it for you and your people on board here. Yeah, but that is what we all will learn here. You will one day will be able to do it yourself, and that is duplication. We do it in every family. Life Plus is like a family. The information from your great-grandmother had to flow to your grandmother, from your grandmother to your mother, and from your mother to you, and then from you to your children. That is how information has flown always, the whole centuries. And that's what we are doing here. We're not just doing it in centuries, we're doing it in one lifetime. That's why as I'm here 10 years, I'm getting paid on 20 levels deep, because I made sure that the information was flowing from me to my first liner, second liner, third liner, 20 generations. So I didn't need 20 centuries here. I did it in one lifetime, and now in 10 years. Yeah. And if you do the same, if you make sure that the information flows here, and there is not something where the information doesn't flow and the rest down here are starving, then you are a successful networker. Do you understand? That's why in our WhatsApp group, that's why the information has to flow from the upline to the downline. Positive, nice, friendly information has to flow here. Okay? If there is somebody who is not passing on this information, the people below are starving. They don't get the information, or they are orphans. Yeah, so, and you have got the Golpi as your own help, yeah, to find the people. Because look, if I can look now in a team, for example, of who shall I take? I take the team of Beate, of my Spanish line, yeah. And now I know, for example, that Beate is maybe not the most active person. Very often she's a bit dispersa, we say in Spanish. She's not concentrated. I don't say that it is in her case, just as an example. If I would know that, well, then me as a mummy of Beate, because she's my first liner, yeah, she's my child, I would also, of course, make sure that Maite, who's the child of Beate, because she's number 2, which is then my grandchild. And if I understand that the mum Beate sometimes forgets to cook for Maite, what do? I also cook enough that Maite also has something to eat. And then I have got to look that also Isabel gets something to eat, which would be my great grandchild here. And you've got the Golpi to control that. And if I know that one of the mums, for example here, Alba, even stopped her ASAP, she's not there anymore. She's a mum that is not cooking anymore for her downline. I make sure that I reach out to the downline. I call them, I say, hello, I am your upline. I am your upline diamond, by the way. I'm here to make you successful. If you want to be successful, I will make you successful. If you want, can I help you? And then the orphan down there says, oh, thank you so much that you reached out to me. Yes, I want to be successful, but you know, my mother and my grandmother are not cooking anymore for me, and I was really hungry, and now I'm the one carrying the person along. You all know that this team here, this African team, You are not directly in my very close down line, yeah? Because if I can show, whoops, wait. Yeah, you know how it, I guess you all know the story. Yeah, you know the story that, let's go there. That I was coming back after 17 years from Spain, not knowing anybody in Germany anymore. And my husband went into a gym, yeah, and me too. And he was talking to this child. And this child is called Theodor, a German man who was looking not really for, maybe not really for a job. He was looking for a good product for his gym. So what did we learn now? To go back to this system, what did we learn now? We asked questions and we listened to Theodor. We found out he wants a good gym product. We found out his why, and his why was a gym product. Did we talk about the business to him? No, he was not looking for a business. We were speaking about now the good gym products, and he was deciding to get a Be Focused. Okay, so we were speaking about the Be Focused. Let's go back here. We spoke about the Be Focused, and then afterwards his wife wanted to lose weight. And then imagine, let's click on his name, Theo. His wife wanted to lose weight, and now this guy Matthias also wanted to lose weight, and this guy also wanted a product. And then Romelia came on board, Romy, the sponsor of Clara. Okay, Romy came on board, and Romy wanted good products, but Romy wanted to earn money. So can you see, from the child to the grandchild to the great-grandchild to the great-great-grandchild, and through Romy speaking then to Clara, everything has kicked off. Yeah, Romy was speaking to Clara, as you can see. Clara was speaking to Priscilla. Yeah, I cannot find everybody now here, but that is how it went. So that means I did not try to pull Theo into the business because it was not his why. Yeah, but I was accompanying him. He wanted the product. Then I spoke to his wife. Oh, she wanted to lose weight. And then the other, it just developed because I was not convincing anybody here in a bad, in a pushy way or whatever. I was just offering my solutions. And that's how it went word by mouth from Romy to Clara, and from Clara to Priscilla, and from Priscilla and Clara to all of you here. And that's why, if the information would not have been flowing, if I would not have been informed about that, how could I probably helped all of you? This, everything we have here now, the Life Plus University and everything, is just happened because nobody was here convincing anybody in a bad way. We just took it from word to mouth and word to mouth. So that's what I want to make, and yeah, what I want to explain here. Now, we have done that. We've gone through these circle now, and you understood that you're branding yourself. You should be attractive, because if you are not nice, if you're pushy and you always have got a bad mood and you're aggressive, then nobody wants to follow you. Okay, because that is not what people need. People need also to feel good. If I want to start something new, I should feel good. I should be looked after. So please make sure that you look after your people. Okay, because we work through duplication. Now let's go to the last page here. This page is about your why. Here you should, first of all, now everybody who is new here, ask yourself why you are here. And I need money is not enough. Dig a little bit deeper. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't need money? We all need money. But this business, maybe in this business you have to go the extra mile. Yeah, and you need a compelling why to also overcome things like, for example, no's from your people. And if you fall over with the first 2, 3, 5 no's, then you're not strong enough to be here. Your why, your strong and emotional compelling why, tells you every day you're here. That's why if you sit here and think, oh, it's boring, Regina always speaks the same, I'm just here because I want to earn money, that is too superficial. We all want to earn money. And by the way, we all need money. Yeah. But here you don't have a boss. You don't have a boss who kicks and motivates you here. You have got a sponsor that can motivate you, yeah? But if you don't have your own compelling why as your own motivational factor every morning, it is a bit difficult for you here. It is like your belief. If your belief is superficial, it doesn't really go deep, yeah? And the same here. Okay, so please ask yourself why you're here. What do you want to change? How would your life be? Ask you a big question. How would I live if money and circumstances would not matter? How would you live? Ask yourself, Charity, Mary, Delphine, Clara, Priscilla, how would you live if money and circumstances would not matter? Would you live in the country you live? Or would you live somewhere else? In which house would you live? How would it look like? Ask yourself and then start visualization. Yeah. Yesterday, the young guy, Felix, who was also on board on Saturday, was in our Spanish Zoom again. He was speaking about a vision board, that he has a vision board, that he has his own goals and his why, what he wants to achieve in life so clear that he has painted and written it down and put it on his wall. And every morning he looks at it. And that's why it always comes back into his mind again. He doesn't forget about his dreams and visions because maybe life sometimes can be a bit unfriendly to us, yeah? And that is visualization. Me, for example, if I go to bed at night, I always take 3 to 5 minutes to visualize. I'm lying down, it's like praying. Yeah, I'm lying down, I'm closing my eyes and I'm visualizing, for example, the health of my children and the health of my parents. I'm visualizing the development of my business in pictures, guys. I see, for example, the African team, how it is growing and how you overcome everybody here, all the obstacles you can maybe meet in life, all the challenges and how we grow together, how we all trust each other here, we develop personally and so on. I visualize that before I fall to sleep. And in the morning when I wake up, I do the same again. It's praying in the end. I see again my family. I'm thankful. Yeah, thankfulness is also something very big, has a very big power. I'm thankful for everything I have achieved and that everything that goes well in my life. And then I visualize, for example, also the growth of this team and how we all work together and we have got a good atmosphere here. Okay, so use this page. I mean, you've got the access, it's on your website. Read it. Why your why is so important and why you should ask for the why of the other person and how we would live if money and circumstances would not matter. Okay, and now let's come to the end. The last page is about our story, and the story is so important. The story is a 3-question story. That means you have to answer these 3 questions, and then in your story the why is included, your own why. The questions you would have to answer is what was your situation before and what did you want to change? Yeah, so everybody can now answer it. Mary or Charity, what is your situation now and what did you want to change? Answer that question. Write it down. What did I learn? I learned that I have got an absolute risk-free, no limiting business opportunity where I don't have to sell whatever, where I can work in different countries. Write things down. And what are my perspectives today? And now bring your patience in and say, I know that with this business opportunity, within 3 to 5 years, I would have rewrote my story completely and helped the people I love to do the same. That's it. That's your story. Okay? And what is the end of the story here? Now we come back to the beginning. Now you see, why do you need a story? Because in my conversation with Charity, when I first of all asked questions and listened to her, I then here tell my story. And that's why you have to have a story, guys. And not only a story, you just in the moment think of, what is my story? What did I want to say? And you say, that is not as attractive. Yeah? You have to practice it a little bit. Write it down. Practice it. This is my situation now. I wanted to change it. Include your why. Why do you want to change it? What did I learn? Well, my God, a no-brainer opportunity here, no risk and a lot of fun. And what are your perspective? Well, I'm just starting, but I know in 3 to 5 years, I will have rewritten my stories together with my brothers and sisters. And we are all here living more freedom, health-wise, wealth-wise, and social-wise. Wow. Good. So what else have to write down? Your contact list, and do that with your people. Do that every day yourself. Work on your contact list. Your contact list is a living organism. It lives. Every day I can add names to this contact list, because every day I've got the ability to speak to nice people. I can reach out on Facebook to people. I mean, Clara taught us very well how to do contacts on Facebook. So we just have to adapt it. 3 to 5 people you can add to your Facebook every day, chat with them, and then apply this circle training. Apply this nice way of communication with them, and then you will find the right people. You just have to do this numbers game. Yeah, but Clara showed us in her training how to do it, and in a very nice form. So apply this circle training, this nice and smooth conversation to your Facebook contacts, or wherever you're doing contacts, in the bakery or whatever. Yeah, in real life or in let's say virtual life. That's it. That is our training, okay? And everybody can do it, because we just learn that we what are we taught here? To be nice communicators, to have a nice way of speaking and treating people in a good way, not convincing, and they will have to convince themselves. You're just the leader. That means you have you create like this suction that they will follow you. You're not behind them and hitting them that they move. You're like a magnet. Do you say that? Like a magnet, they come to you. Okay, so work on that. Okay, so now that was the first part of our training. Okay, so I will now